Hi, this is Vaishali Advant. I own the brand Paparazzi and Mystical Productions. Firstly, this is this dress in lycra that I stitched myself with both neck and short sleeves. So today, wearing Garfield and OD earrings, I'm going to talk about the downfall of TRPs, how TRPs, the standards of TRPs have lowered in television industry, and I'm going to specifically talk about Hindi television industry क्योंकि तेलुगु टेलीविजन इंडस्ट्री तो बात करने के लायक भी नहीं है. ओ माय गॉड, लुक एट देयर कंटेंट. क्या बात करते हैं, क्या हंसते हैं, क्या गाते हैं. Unmentionable, unwatchable. Anyway, वो तो मतलब they don't even come under the category where you can even talk about it क्योंकि इतना गाया गुजरा कंटेंट है तेलुगु television industry का. But I'm going to reflect upon how in the 90s and until early 2000s television serials were watchable. You know, the writers, they came up with stories that the audience would connect with and relate to at a deeper level. And every serial was different. आजकल ऐसा नहीं है. आजकल every serial looks similar. There's a lot of melodrama. There's more focus on makeup, jewelry. You know, the focus on creating relatable content is completely ignored when it comes to story writing for television, even reality shows. You know, once upon a time, and I'm not going to talk about Gajetar Singh because he is a fraud and a criminal. I'm going to talk about other reality shows like Indian Idol or whatever. So, even reality shows, there's so much, nobody is even interested to watch them because whether you talk about dance reality shows or music reality shows, वो बात नहीं बची है अब. पहले की बात जैसे थी पहले. If you compare, people were quite interested in boogie boogie. It was such an enjoyable show during the 90s. Abhi, if you look at a lot of dance reality shows, लोग सिर्फ अपनी गरीबी के बारे में बात करके they try to enter the show telling sob stories. किसको चाहिए ये सब? Everybody is struggling regardless of their social status. Everybody is facing different level of challenges. तो अपना दुखड़ा टीवी के सामने आके मत सुनो. So, times when there was only Doordarshan, इतने अच्छे shows बने थे. Nobody can make Ramayana and Mahabharat the way B.R. Chopra and the other guy Ramanand Sagar had made it. Ekta Kapoor चाहे जितना भी चाहे, she cannot bring those standards. मतलब, if you compare the makeup, if you compare costumes, everything is larger than life in the current trend of television industry जो बन रहा है. Nothing was larger than life uh, in the 90s or early 2000s because even the costumes were like normal people, makeup was normal. Though, Ekta Kapoor started the trend of, glamorous Saas Bahu serials with Kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi. But that trend has continued. But the saddest part is the focus is more on the visuals and costumes and makeup than story. स्टोरी भी क्या बनता है. और आई मीन आजकल मतलब सीरियल 4-5 महीने से ज़्यादा चलते भी नहीं हैं. People prefer watching OTT content because they can finish it off in one go. They can finish off the entire story in one go, watching 8 to 9 episodes. They're happy. with that, instead of uh, having to watch serials that go on for years with 100, 200, 300 episodes. किसको नहीं चाहिए? I mean, unless and until if you look at the age group, maybe housewives or even older people, because they might not have anything else to do, they watch it. But if you look at the TRPs, पहले जैसे TRPs आते थे अब नहीं आ रहे हैं वैसे. People are happy if they get 2 or 2.5 TRP. It's a big deal for them. पहले जैसे TRPs नहीं आते हैं किसी के, क्योंकि पहले जैसे राइटर्स नहीं है. It's not that the audience has changed. Everybody still cares about good stories that show emotions, that have an element of fun, comedy, tragedy, everything that looks realistic. But that is no more the focus of most of the television writing that is happening. It's very superficial. That's the whole point. पहले के जो सीरियल्स बनते थे, उड़ान, 4G, or even a lot of serials on Z and Star Plus, हम पांच, या I don't remember, कैंपस भी होता था, बनेगी अपनी बात भी होती थी. Every serial was very different. Tara tha, so every serial was very different, and every serial had a very different storyline. Few of them had a social message, few of them were just stories talking about lives and characters. तो ऐसा नहीं होता है. The television writing has become very superficial nowadays, इसलिए मज़ा नहीं आता है. Even OTT channels में the content that is delivered, few of the web series are really good, but for most part, especially if you talk about family dramas, बहुत घिसा पिटा हो गया है content. Everybody wants to अब एक कोई मिडिल क्लास का थीम लेके मिडिल क्लास के इश्यूज के बारे में बात करेगा तो सब उसी चीज़ पे आके टूट पड़ेंगे. There's so much you can show on OTT content as well. वो नहीं करते हैं ये लोग. So मतलब people, even in sci-fi, the funniest part is Indian audience loves sci-fi and animation. उसमें nobody is even doing anything. There's technology available, but they make such mediocre, unwatchable animation series. क्यों करते हैं ये? बजट में बहुत कुछ हो सकता है, but passion is lacking in that industry. लोगों को बस काम करके पैसे मिलाने हैं. They don't want to do anything groundbreaking. They don't want to do anything meaningful. They don't want to do anything that audience really enjoys watching. बस कुछ कर रहे हैं. They feel that they are brainstorming ideas. उनको लगता है कुछ उखाड़ रहे हैं. ऐसा कुछ हो नहीं रहा है. Okay, because my stories, when I focus on content, everything that I do for my websites and Christopher Productions, I started Christopher Productions with magical realism as a concept, but I also do other things. So whatever work I do, whatever stories I write, people are liking. इस industry ने, because of thieves like Sapna and Shweta and Gajendra Singh, or because of other experience also, including people with whom I have not even interacted, who are showing hostility towards me. अपने गिरबान में जाके देखो कैसा, मतलब कितना बकवास शोज कर रहे हो आप. You're nobody and nothing compared to me. Okay? So I will shine and you will watch. So wait and watch.